All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Actual Anime Podcast. If you don't know, it's a podcast where we talk about anime, manga, video games, and everything in between. I'm your host, Stefan. I got my boy GKG over here. Say what's good to the people.
Yo, what's going on? Another week. Let's go. Happy November. I know the daylight savings time is over now, so we back an hour early.
Hour
Uh
early, yeah.
Hour early. Yeah. So yeah, let's get into it. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. Attack on Titan just came on. Spiderman, JJK, a whole bunch of
Mm-hmm.
stuff we gotta unpack. So let's
Mm-hmm.
go.
We got a lot to talk about, man. A
A lot.
lot. A whole lot. Hey, we just want to roll right into it, bro. Because I already know everything we got to talk about. I know we're gonna get deep into it. So Ellis, just start us off,
Okay.
man. Just start us
So
off.
first things first, I just want to go into fall anime TV shows. Like, what have you been watching recently? Like, what have you been playing, watching, manga wise, reading? Like,
Mm.
what's going on?
So manga wise, I'm still pretty heavy on Kagurabachi. They're dropping new chapters, and motherfuckers is
Okay,
going crazy. There is one show that I have been watching, Shangri-La Frontier. Have you heard of it?
is that on Netflix?
I think I no, it's not. It's on Crunchyroll.
Shang-
It's on
I
Crunchyroll.
don't know.
But yeah, it's like so the plot of it, and it's a fall anime. I think it dropped like
Okay, okay.
2-3 months ago ish. But the plot of it is the main character is like a beta game tester. So think of like Sword Art Online, kind of sort
Hmm.
of high tech gear. Dude puts on VR gear and he goes in the game. But his whole main thing is that like he loves testing games that are super glitchy and super broken and seeing if he can beat them with like all the glitches and bugs in it. And it's a brand new game that came out. So his whole
Okay,
thing is I want to go in the game and see how broken this shit is, but still be able to complete it. So it's kind of like an isekai where he gets put into a whole another world, makes his own virtual character and stuff like that. But
right.
he's able to log out if he wants to. So it's literally just him
Okay.
going in and knocking out the game. So imagine Sword Art Online, but with a different like main character plot line and main character premise. So that's
So
pretty good.
so first impressions, is it like is it got
It's
potential? Is it all right?
it's one
Is
of
it meh?
them. It's one of them. Right now, it's kind of
Can't
meh.
call it.
It's kind of meh, but
Okay.
it's only because in my brain, I feel like bias is pulling me towards expecting it to be like Sword Art Online. Because a lot of it lines up to Sword Art Online. Like, dude
Yeah.
puts on VR headset and he goes into a game. I'm like, oh, that's Sword Art Online. But actually have to take it and look at it as its own thing to be able to
Mm,
appreciate it more. And realistically, I can't do that because it just
okay.
feels so Sword Art Online. But right now, it's kind of like a meh. But that's the only reason why. I'm sure like if this was the first type of that genre that I watch, I'm pretty sure I'll be like, fuck yeah, this shit is good. But I keep
Yeah.
comparing it to Kirito and Asuna and all of them, and I'm like,
Yeah, Sword Art Online is just
yeah,
it's the standard.
it is. It is. It's the standard for that. Like anytime I see somebody get sucked into a video game, I'm like, damn, they doing a Sword Art Online. Damn, that nigga
Yeah,
look like Kirito. Damn, them niggas can't log out. Like it's it's always something I'm just comparing it to. But yeah,
yeah.
that's what I've been watching. Doctor Stone New World Part 2. Haven't watched
Okay,
it. I'm going to watch it, but yeah. Doctor Stone is one of
really
them
good.
animes, man. It's one of them animes where like a lot of people know I kind of love Doctor Stone's manga. Like the art panels, how just the pacing of everything is crazy. Crazy. Just the premise. Like, I'm not even into science like that, but watching Dr. Stone when he kind of explains stuff that he's doing
Facts.
to build his
Yep.
own civilization, I'm like, hey, I kind of get that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like cooking. Like when they had to make like cell phones and they were like explaining each step of the
Mhm.
process and like
Mhm.
making it happen with like just stuff they found in the jungle, stuff like that. Man, come on, bro. Dr. Stone got it. Dr. Stone got it. I'm telling you.
Yeah, that's a good show.
Trying to think what else is coming out that that I've watched. I think for now that's it. I know the Spy Family movie is dropping pretty soon. I think Spy Family like Code White or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's I think basically the premise is Lloyd and Anya and Yor are going back to Lloyd's like homeland, like where he came from for a mission, but it fucks up. It goes
Mm.
wrong. So I'm excited for that. when it drops, sometime soon, sometime like the next few months, I want to say. But
Okay.
don't quote me on that. Y'all niggas don't quote me on that. But
Oh,
yeah,
it
that's
came
what I've
out.
been.
It's supposed to come out on this time. Like,
Yeah,
nah.
I'm like, nah, bro. No. Well, actually, it's supposed to come out on the fucking. No, bro. Relax, y'all
Nah.
relax. I'm not perfect. I get dates wrong. But yeah, that's pretty much everything I've been watching. Oh, Zom 100. It's not a fall anime, but it is a newer anime. Have you seen it?
Yo, yeah, I'm
Okay.
caught up.
Okay. Yep. Yeah.
I
I
love it.
need more episodes of that, but it's on a hiatus right now. So that fucking sucks. It sucks.
Yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, pretty much I got a lot of stuff that I covered as far as TV shows. So
Mhm.
new Invincible
I
came
watched it.
out season
I
season
watched it.
2.
Yes, sir, ski.
Great.
Bro,
Great.
seeing him just go back to school and bro is like, damn, brother. Oh, wait, no spoilers. Spoilers. If y'all didn't watch
Oh yeah,
Invincible,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, bro, I always do that. Somebody told me, bro, you gotta start saying it, my guy. You gotta start saying it. I was like, okay, I got you. So spoilers right here from moving forward. All right. But yeah, when dude pulls up, he's like, damn, man, sorry your dad died, bro. If my dad was an ass, but if my he was basically dead, and dude was like, yep,
Yep.
cool, thanks.
Yep.
And then the Maulers, hey, we're not gonna act like the Maulers wasn't jumping, bro.
Oh yeah.
We're not gonna act
Oh
like the Maulers
yeah.
really wasn't beating that boy ass.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
I'm telling you, the dude was like, hey, we don't want blood. I don't want to build my utopia with blood. And it was like, you know, shut
Yep.
your bitch ass up. Bro, there's no way. Realistically, I don't know why you thought it was a good idea to call all them Maulers to one point and not think they would beat somebody ass
Right.
and
Like
lose,
what
bro.
were you expecting? Like,
Like
and
it
then
is
you got this plan to have all of your clones or whatever, and then something happens, spoiler, something
yeah.
happens to where something tragic happens to you, and like, oh, I gotta kill the main dude. I'm like, bro, it wasn't even his fault.
That
Like,
was your fault, you dumb nigga. That was your fault, bro. It
so
just
Mark,
doesn't make sense.
so Mark over here making some new enemies, like
Mm-hmm.
on top of the shit that he got to go through already.
Facts.
And it was so good to see my girl Adam Eve back, see all the
Mm.
characters and superheroes back.
Yep.
Fuck Amber, but
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Fuck Amber.
everybody else, I'm glad they came back, and I feel so sorry for the mom and what she got to go through. It's just, yeah, that show was great.
That's
Um,
heartbreaking with the mom going,
very.
man. Because I'm like,
What
fuck.
else? Um, what's that? The boy spinoff?
Gen B.
That show is going crazy.
Yep.
To all the audience out there, if y'all watch The Boys, and if y'all are on the kind of on the fence about this, go watch this show because it is just like The Boys. Now, The Boys is it's up there, but like Gen
It,
V is like, yeah,
neck and neck, brother.
yeah.
Neck and neck, brother.
So if
So
y'all
yeah.
haven't seen that, it's like I said before, it's like sky high, but it's M rated for mature. Um, yeah, that's all I can say. I'm not gonna spoil anything else. Uh, Spider-Man is done. Right now I am. What else am I playing? Damn! Now that since Spider-Man is out, a new Alien Hominid, the new HD version just came out on Steam,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
and for all the people who played that, that is a PS2 deep cut.
Yep.
So for it to come
Boom.
out years later, I'm gonna be streaming that. I don't know when, but I'll let y'all know. What else has been going on? Manga wise, I haven't been. Oh, JJK. The show was
Mm.
so good, I had to start reading the manga.
Oh, you for real
Like,
started reading it?
I for real started reading it.
Nice. How you
Yo,
liking the manga so far?
it's like that. We gonna get into it,
Yeah, we're gonna
but
get into
I'm
it.
a damn it. I wish Caleb was here
I know.
because hey, y'all, y'all were saying some stuff last episode,
Yeah. For sure
but
was.
we
I
gonna
still
get.
for sure
Hey, if you
was.
stand on it,
For sure
cool.
was.
But cool. But we gonna get into that. We gonna get. I'm just saying, JJK is one of them. Is one of them, and I'm quadrupling down on what I said the last episode.
You gonna talk about
But
it.
yeah, all the other stuff. Yeah, I'm pretty good. I'm caught up on Pluto. I need to watch the first episode of Pluto. I
Yeah.
haven't gotten a chance to watch that yet.
Yeah, I
But
remember we
I'm gonna
talked
watch
about
it.
it and we gave like expectations and stuff like that. I like legit haven't sat down and watched it yet because I've
Yeah,
been,
because
catching up with
yeah, yeah,
everything
yeah.
else that's going on.
Because
But yeah,
these are not 24-minute. These are hour-long
you
episodes.
gotta like
So I
sit
gotta.
down and like actually pay
Yeah.
attention to it, which is fine. I mean, like from what I've heard so far, people
Mhm.
are saying like the storytelling in Pluto is like master. It's like
And
master
that's what I
level
need.
storytelling, dude. And the animation's actually pretty nice too. So
Dope.
I don't know.
Dope,
Might be
dope.
one of the ones. I'm gonna watch it and give my thoughts on it, but it might be one of them. Might be one of them ones. Who
Yeah, yeah,
knows?
for sure. Yeah, I gotta take the time to sit down and watch it. But yeah, that's all that's I've been doing, as far as catching up with TV shows,
Hmm.
games, manga. So yeah, so speaking of JJK, these past few episodes have
Hmm.
been going crazy.
Hmm.
If y'all have
Hmm.
not seen JJK season 2, if y'all are not caught up, I highly recommend y'all go do that. Don't
Mandatory.
even watch this right now. Just go and watch JJK.
Get
That's
out of
how
here.
I want y'all to do that for me,
Just
please.
get the hell out of here.
But yeah, these past few episodes, the manga is going crazy. Um, are you caught up with JJK? How do you
Precisely.
feel about where the show is going
So the direction right now that the show is going,
right
I
now?
love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Hey, I may have said some, you know what I'm saying? A man can admit when he is, a little, I ain't saying I'm wrong, you know what I'm saying? But
No, we're not saying that.
I'm saying like some events have happened and I'm a JJK believer. I believe. Hey,
Chapter
y'all saying
Donkey.
with me. I believe. You know what I'm saying? Look. Hey, I know Yuji and Megumi, when they was boxing that one big eye nigga, bro, they was really jumping that nigga. They was really jumping him. They was jumping his ass. I just like the direction so far that the story is taken. I liked all Yuji's fights. I liked seeing Nanami pull up, saving the Baru. I ain't like it for the
Bro.
reason that everybody else liked it, but I liked it for the fact that that nigga
Yeah,
really
yeah, yeah.
pulled up on business. Um, there's just a whole bunch of moments that I'm really liking, and I know I said I'm liking that Gojo is more forefront in this season, but
Mhm.
now the fact that he's been sealed, I'm really liking it actually a little more. Because if you think
Yeah.
about it, like the overpowered button they can push that is Gojo Sensei, like
Mhm.
they don't have it. So they have to
That.
work around it because their whole plan revolved around Gojo, like bop, 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 but like Gojo is
Mhm.
not there anymore. So now they have to try to actually there. It just feels like there's actual stakes,
Yep.
which is what I
Yep.
like. I want something to attach to. I want an end goal that I myself can attach to and be like, okay, this is what they need to do. They don't know how to get there, but they're figuring it out as they go along. And literally, it just feels like they're figuring it out, but they're figuring it out in the best way possible. Because when Yuji was fighting that blood manipulator, what was his name? Choso or
I forgot his name.
I don't. Hey y'all, I don't be knowing names like that, but I can tell you what the nigga look like. I know that for a fact. Bro got the thing on his nose. I know
Yeah, yeah,
that.
yeah.
But yeah, but when he was fighting like the blood manipulator, and he was like, yeah, it's 50-50 on if I die right here or not. Cause this
Yeah,
dude, like the initial pew, fast as fuck, bro. Like they said what? I think faster than the speed of light, faster than the speed of sound, pretty much.
bro,
One
you
of
gotta
those,
predict his
one of
movements
those two.
because it's so
He was like,
fast.
if literally if I'm unsure for a second, I'm going to die. And
Yep.
you saw Yuji like gulp, like, yeah, like this ain't no regular person. This
Yeah.
this is tough. And then he was kind of like, he shot it and then he swerved and then he
Yep.
weave. And then he said, bop. Hey, Yuji, man. Yuji got them hands. Yuji definitely might be going down as one of the MCs that is just known for pure hands, bro. Him, Yusuke, who else? A lot of people's in that conversation, but Yuji is
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
definitely in there for sure. Definitely in there. I got a whole bunch of respect for Yuji now. I know I said last, The other episode, yeah, Yuji don't feel like main character. In this season, yeah, Yuji stepping up. Yuji stepping up. Yuji definitely feels like a main character in this season, man. But yeah, as far as the direction that it's going, I like it. And I hope it stays on this direction because it feels like there's a real good balance between action scenes and then actual story that's happening,
Yeah,
which is what I liked. Which is what I like.
yeah,
So
and
yeah,
okay, good, great. And I pretty sure it is because the stuff that I've been reading, bro, this shit is not holding up. It's not slowing down. It's
mm,
ramping up even more.
really
And I'm like,
nice.
bro, how I'm reading this shit, and I'm like, how are they gonna animate this? Yo, y'all not ready.
Yeah,
Y'all are not ready.
that's like the favorite thing a manga reader says. Yeah, y'all anime watchers ain't
Oh
ready.
yeah,
Y'all ain't
y'all not
ready,
ready.
boy.
Y'all
Like,
not ready.
damn.
So
Easy.
I will say, I put up a story and I tagged you in it. I was like, hey yo, Mappa heard y'all. And
Good.
They did the Denzel for training day. They were like,
Yeah.
oh, you motherfuckers.
You motherfuckers. Oh.
Okay. Okay, I got something for y'all. Bro,
Yep.
these last 4 to 5 episodes have been some of the cleanest animation that I've seen all year. And I'm
Mhm.
putting this to where Bleach is at. Like, I had to stand. Well, I usually have my
Ooh.
yeah, I usually have my
Ooh.
laptop to where I'm just like eating and just watching the show. But
Yeah.
bro, I had to stop and I'm looking like, what am I watching right now? You know, when you see a foreign action movie and
Mhm.
you looking at some of these actors, you're like, yo, how are they pulling these stunts off?
Yep.
That's how I was looking at this animation. How are they doing this so clean
Damn.
when Yuji was going up against that blood villain?
Mhm.
And when they was fighting in the bathroom,
Yep. Yep.
I was speechless. I was speechless. And the fight
Mhm.
alone, that fight was great too, by the
Hey,
way.
they was throwing hands, bro.
And
Hey, I can't even take it from Yuji, bro. They was definitely throwing hands.
yo,
And Yuji got mwah, and he was like, what's this feeling?" Bro got knocked back, and you saw him like lift his shirt up, and all the blood was like
yep,
carrying. I think it was like a crystal fucking cage or
yep,
something that he blocked
yep,
his ribs with. I was like, damn, that's smart.
yep.
Damn.
And it's like he not fights like Goku, but he got the mentality of his IQ as in fighting. He's
Mm-hmm.
learning as he's okay, shit. In actual fight, that's a good thing with Deku too, because he
Mm-hmm.
learns in mid fight.
In
Okay,
mid
shit.
battle.
Maybe I shouldn't do that. If I do it like this, he's gonna counteract that. And if I do it
Mm-hmm.
like I'm like, bro, he's doing all this stuff while he's fighting.
Like, I mean, like mid fight, bro is literally
Mid
having a
fight.
monologue with himself mid fight about how to continue the fight. I love when Shonen MCs do that. Deku, that's why I
Yeah.
like Deku so much. Hey, shout out to Caleb. Shout out to Caleb, man. But that's why I love Deku so much, man. He analyzes everything
Yep.
while he's fighting. Like while
And
he is fighting, bro.
also you gotta think too. I forgot his name, but the robot dude, the assist.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
If it wasn't for him, he would have been dead.
Yep.
He would have been dead.
Yep.
Because that blood villain, he's a long range person.
For sure.
But I didn't know he could fight up close like that either.
They usually can't. That's the crazy thing about it. Like
And
a
that's what
long
got
range
me.
person usually only specializes in long range,
Yep.
but when Yuji got up and he said, "Nigga," I was
Yep.
like,
Yep.
"Yo, these niggas are
And
scrapping, bro."
also shout out to Couch Stealers because I listened to their recent episode about the fight.
Mhm.
We're at a moment where Gojo, like you said, Gojo was not here. He sealed up. You now know Yuji is not OP.
Mhm.
He can potentially die,
Which is good. I
which
like
is
that.
good.
It
He
adds
can get his
more to the
ass beat.
stakes.
Right.
Mhm.
Like you see where he's at a point. You know sorcerers are more you know that specific sorcerers are more powerful than him,
Mhm.
but you can tell like okay, he's reached his limit at this point.
Yep.
Like the
100%.
first yeah, like the first demon he was going up against was that uh I forgot what you call it. It was like a bug type demon.
Yeah. Like
Through hands.
yeah.
Yeah, he destroyed him. But now you going against a actual person who knows how to fight, how to think,
Mm-hmm.
how to counter attack what you thinking.
Yep.
Like, and he's better than you at fighting.
100%.
But
Like, bro, hey, all I'm saying is JJK is going real good with jumping scenes and on-site scenes. Cause as
yep,
soon as Yuji jumped down into that train station, bro saw him and
yep.
literally all the blood on his
Yo,
nose like lit up. He was like, oh, it's on. Bro,
on
Yuji ain't even
site,
touched down on the ground yet. And you
on
already
site,
pew, like shit,
bro.
on
I
site is
love.
crazy.
It's breaking all the stereotypes of anime.
Mm-hmm.
And another person I want to shout out to Annie Mill. She really breaks
Ah,
down.
Annie Mills. Shout out to her too.
Yeah, she really breaks down characters and episodes and manga. And
Mm-hmm.
uh, the reason Yuji wasn't really getting noticed like that in the first season, he wasn't really the main character. He was, but he wasn't.
Yeah.
He was going through a lot of shit, a lot of
Mm-hmm.
training, a lot of stuff on the side, and now he is showing you that
The
okay,
fruits, the
I'm here now.
efforts of like his training.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm here now. So it's making sense now. And I'm thinking of what y'all said of how this show may not be in the top newest gen, but I'm thinking back and I'm like, what's really competing with JJK right now? Bleach.
Mm.
We could throw Bleach in there,
So Bleach in there.
but
I I don't think I've heard anything from My Hero recently, but
yeah,
I could
they
be
taking a little
wrong.
break right now.
My
But
Hero's definitely taking a break. But as far as new gen anime, definitely Bleach, definitely MHA. Um not like the seasonal animes. I don't think they're competing with JJK.
mm,
Um, so it's probably a toss up between Bleach and MHA. For JJK's direct competition,
right,
probably those two.
like
I
straight
feel like new
shonen.
gen, straight shonen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. So, hey, I tripled down, I quadrupled down on what I said. I would recommend this to any of the people who are not into anime but want to get into it. Watch this shit
yeah,
because they are giving you everything as far as fight, action, story, and it's only getting higher and higher and higher. And I don't want to talk about it too much, but
mm,
the other recent episode that just came out, uh, I forgot his name, but it was Megumi's dad. He
mm-hmm.
showed up at the end of the domain. Yo, he was it was a he mopped him up.
Easy,
Bro, he
easy,
didn't even have source.
easy, bro.
He didn't even have powers.
And bro mopped him like insanely.
He
There's
took
one sided does not describe.
bruh, bruh.
I done seen some one sided shit before. That's definitely.
He came up out of the water,
Oh my gosh.
took Maki's nunchucks, was straight destroying the fish demons,
Mm-hmm.
mopping him up, dog walking him,
Yep.
sharpened up the nunchucks.
That's
You
like
can't tell me what other show was doing this. And I'm talking to the audience. What other show is doing this right now? To where
just no.
you looking at every week, and this show is on a run right now. So yeah, hands down,
JJK.
Mappa, y'all are putting in work. Y'all are doing great. Y'all got this. Y'all got Attack on Titan under y'all's belt. What more can we want from this?
Shout
What
out
more
to
can we
Mappa.
want?
Shout out to Mappa. I hope y'all figure out y'all stuff though in Mappa. I don't know if you heard about Mappa, but them boys going through it, man.
Oh no, what's going on?
Them workers going through it, bro. They are going
Oh
through
yeah,
it.
yeah.
It's
As
yeah,
far as
with
like
all the like work schedules and deadlines and stuff to keep up with.
okay,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
we
yeah.
know why JJK is going crazy because they working 24/7 animating
Bruh.
new panels. So as much as I'm like, I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sorry, Mappa. But y'all are putting out good content. Y'all really are.
Y'all
But
are.
check yourself. Get some help. Stop it. Get some help. So
Oh
shout out,
man, but
shout out
yeah,
to Apple. I hope y'all get fair treatment though, for real, for real.
yeah, they are doing great. This show is just going up and up for me, and yeah, there's like I said, from what I've read, that's going on later, shit's really gonna go down, and people are gonna start, like you said before, higher stakes. Gojo is
Mhm.
sealed up now. This is starting to be like anybody can get it.
Yep.
Anybody can die at any moment.
Yep. That's what I
There's
like.
no holding back.
That's what I
And I
like.
also got one more thing I gotta point out too. Sukuna came back.
My dog.
Oh my god. I was
My
not
dog.
expecting that to happen.
Yep. Yep.
Spoiler for any of y'all who didn't see it, so y'all can skip past it. But when
Man, I'm gonna have to
Sukuna
put like
came,
I'm gonna have to put like spoiler tags or something in this episode, man.
yeah,
God dang.
timestamp that,
Yeah,
please.
I'm time stamping all these spoilers. I'm gonna be like, spoiler, don't go here if you want to,
Yeah.
stay spoiler free. So yeah, go ahead,
Su-
continue.
So Sukuna came back. Dude, those two girls were feeding them those fingers.
Mhm.
Came back. Sukuna walked up to him, and he's talking this shit. He was
Mad
like,
shit, bro.
"Yo,
Sukuna always
so
talking mad shit. That's what I like about
oh yeah,
Sukuna.
yeah,"
I
and he was like, "Oh,
love
you
that.
only bowed down to one knee." They bowed down. Dude got his headpiece chopped off clean. I'm like, oh shit,
Yeah.
what just happened?
Mm-hmm.
What it was like that,
Instant.
and then dude bent down, bowed down over to him, and he was like, yeah, so we freed you because we want to save Ghetto. And then Sukuna was like, okay. Head popped off,
Yep.
exploded.
Yep.
That's when I had to pause for a second to stop eating my food. I'm like,
Oh no. Oh
oh
no.
shit,
Oh
this
fuck.
is really happening.
This is it.
And then the other girl, she was like, she didn't even realize what happened until it was too late. She was
Yeah,
like,
it happened too quick. It
oh
happened too
shit,
fast.
let me try to use my power, take a little
Yeah.
snapshot. But she didn't even have time to do that. She got her whole half of her, and what made it even worse, he diced her up.
Bro. Bro. I mean, like Trunks and Frieza level dice.
I'm like, yo, that's overkill. What the hell?
He ain't even have to do that for real. He ain't even have to
No,
do that.
he didn't. And then the volcano, I'm gonna just call him Volcano Dude. Volcano
Yeah.
Dude was like, yo, we tried to get you back because we want to unlock your potential. Yuji, he can still kind of come back and control you, but we try not to do that. And then we want to get you on pretty much our side. And then Sukuna was like, yo, if you land one hit on me, I will join y'all side. I will follow y'all's lead. I will do whatever y'all say.
Mm-hmm.
That's how much I love this character. I
I love
love
the
this character so
cockiness.
much. Oh yeah, yeah.
I love the
Oh yeah.
overconfidence. I love the passive aggressive comments. Like, damn, bro, you really a bitch. Like, nah, bro, I love everything about it. Sukuna, definitely like Sukuna is going down as one of like the cockiest villains in it.
Oh yeah.
Like for sure.
Yeah.
It's not even a
It
debate. That's not even a debate. Y'all can try to debate me, but please pull up Sukuna's receipts and tell me you don't be talking shit. And he can
oh
back it
yeah.
up. He's literally backed it up on every single occasion that man has came on screen. He's
Yep.
talked shit and he's backed it up. So yes.
And the thing
Sukuna,
was, I didn't even see him use any muscle movement.
no,
It was
bro,
just
no.
instant.
That's the thing. He's not even trying. Imagine when he starts trying. I know you're gonna see it before I see it. Because you're reading the manga. I can most definitely pull the manga up right now and start reading that hoe. I think I might. Did I say it? Yeah, I might. I will. Because I need to see it. I got technically spoiled on something that happens later on. So now I kind of need to read it.
Oh man. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. And
But
it's
yeah.
something real hype too. So
Okay. Okay.
yay. Now I gotta read it. Now I got to. So I'm locked in. I'm JJK locked in now. I'm on
Got you.
now. Y'all done made a monster. Y'all done made a JJK monster. I'm on that hole now. I'm on it.
Hey, yeah, yeah. JJK is moving on up. It is moving forward. It is getting the praise that it deserves. Now, season 1 is very different from season 2, and you can definitely tell it's gotten way, way better.
I think that was my main thing. I just felt like season one had like
It had moments, but it wasn't for you.
moments, but it wasn't like an overall. There's a end goal of season one. I feel like you said, it's definitely Yuji's training arc. It just
Yeah,
didn't feel like there was any stakes in season one. Like, yeah, they have the festival to prepare for,
right.
but yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, they wanted to kill Yuji, but Yuji already technically died once. I was like, bro, they're not gonna kill this nigga again. So,
Yeah.
but
Oh, and one more thing that I forgot to mention. Wait till the dude. Again, I'm bad with names, but wait till the dude from the movie comes. We forgot all about him.
yep.
Oh
What
man,
Yuta?
Yuta. Yeah.
Yep.
Wait till he comes back.
Yuta and yep. Yep. Hey,
Yeah.
Yuta kind of fire. Yuta's definitely fire.
But
I
yeah,
fuck with Yuta. It's my dog,
hey,
man.
shout out to Mappa, shout out to JJK, shout out to everybody who's supporting the show. I love it. I can't wait till this more episodes come through, and yeah, we good. So for the next topic for game, we're gonna turn it over to Gaming Wise.
Mm-hmm.
Now, me and you both played Spider-Man. We finished the game. Uh, Overall thoughts of this of what you played.
I have a lot to say about
Let's
what
get into it.
I mean a lot. All right, so just from the beginning of the game, they already letting you know what type of time they are on. What type of time are they on? You, Miles, Sandman, bro, flying around the city. When Sandman grabs Miles and he flings him literally through like 5 New York buildings, bro. Like wild. And just that moment on, the momentum of the game only increased. Like stakes only got higher. Dramatic moments only got more dramatic, more like intense, stuff like that. They tried to throw romance in there, but Mary Jane and Peter, not really.
Yeah, yeah. And we can
Not
do
really the best, but
and
yeah.
we can do spoiler-free thoughts, and then we can move on
L-
to the okay, what happened? But yeah, go
I'll
on.
do spoiler free thoughts first. But like Sandman was in the trailer, so I ain't really spoil nothing. Like,
No, no, yeah, you good. Yeah,
yeah,
I
I'm
was just
good. But
putting that out.
spoiler free thoughts, I love everything about the game. I feel like the drama's there, the action is definitely there, definitely. Um, there was a lot of moments where I was like, hmm, hmm,
Yeah, yeah,
hmm. I, I just had to make faces, bro,
yeah.
because just
I
the
feel you.
action on the screen or how the storytelling was, and which is really interesting. The storytelling method that this game takes is actually really nice. Like the pacing
Mhm.
of the story, it doesn't feel like it stays on anything too long, but it doesn't kind of overstay its welcome. It feels
Yeah,
so perfectly paced. Like something will happen, and you'll be like, damn, and you'll take it in. And by the time you're finished taking it in and like, okay, that just happened. So what's next? They already got what's next. They already
yep.
got what's next. As far as like mission variety, mm, I love it. All the additional content that's in this game, all the collectibles and stuff, I love everything about it. Like, and this game reminds me of Web of Shadows so
Bro,
much,
I've
so
said that so
much.
many times.
This is literally a Web of Shadows like remaster. Like
Yep,
it feels so much like I don't want to get into spoiler territory, but just the internal struggles that happen during the game
yep.
and the changes you see and the world changes you see.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's Web
Yep,
of Shadows, bro. And I'm glad they dipped into that bag because that is one of the games where I played it. I loved it. I played both sides of the spectrum and I just I loved it so much. That was one of my like childhood core games was Web of Shadows. Web of Shadows, Ultimate Spider-Man, and Spider-Man 2 were like the greatest Spider-Man games that I ever played as a fucking kid. So it was
Mm,
so like amazing seeing the influence that Web of Shadows had on this certain portion of the game.
yeah,
But
yeah,
overall, Miles was great. Um, Peter was great. Peter was great. All the bosses that the game had, amazing. And
Wago,
playing it on spectacular difficulty, you definitely gonna feel like they bosses. You definitely gonna feel like they bosses, bro.
bro.
Hey, all y'all watching this, I'm looking at y'all. All y'all watching this, if you play this game and you play it on spectacular difficulty, hey, I'll pray for you. I'll pray for you. Because some of the bosses, bro, took me a solid hour. It felt like I was playing Elden Ring. It felt like I was playing a Dark Souls game with how they were piecing me up, bro. Like, but yeah, otherwise, beginning to end, this game feels like a game for Spider-Man fans. 100%
Oh
in
yeah,
and
for
out.
sure,
Even
for sure.
with the collectibles that you have, the little bits of lore that's hanging around New York, it just feels like alive too. Like the whole city, there's always something to do in the city. There's always somebody who needs saving. There's always something going on. Even if there's not something going on, you might go to like the basketball court and see people like playing basketball, or you might go to the park and see people having a picnic or having like
Playing
a
chess.
playing chess. At the fair, like at the amusement park, you can see people riding the rides, getting off the rides, getting on other rides. Like this is as much as I don't really want to say this, but like this is the most alive Spider-Man game that I've ever played. When
Okay,
it comes to like
that's fair.
everything going together and meshing together, you see everything from Miles' perspective and Peter's perspective, and even they all have different like dialogue when they're swinging around and they'll see something. They'll be like, "Oh, that looks like this," but Miles will say something completely different, like, "Oh,
Yep.
that reminds me of." So yeah, um, and you know what I enjoyed that I really, really didn't think I would enjoy
Yeah.
is
What's
the
up?
Mary Jane sections.
I was gonna say that too.
Yeah, but my piece is done. I'm a nerd out on the spoiler one, so yeah. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Okay, so yeah, you pretty much said everything as far as story goes. So I don't want to sound like a broken record. Like every this game, this is the best Spider-Man game,
Yep,
hands down.
yep,
It's the best one. Um, this took it up a notch and took it to another level from the previous game that they did. There was a time when the original Spider-Man 2 game was the best one, but Spider-Man 2018 came out. That was considered the best one. This is the best one with
yep.
the story, the gameplay, the characters, the costumes, everything fits. Now, Insomniac really paid. I'm gonna talk about gameplay more so,
Mhm.
but Insomniac really paid attention to what they were good at, and they were like, "Oh, okay, we just gonna leave it there, and we not gonna really touch that."
Yep.
So, as far as getting the new skill, now I will say some of the skill stuff they did improve on, which is great. The skill tree is great.
Mhm.
The gadgets. Now, Spider-Man 1 did have more gadgets than this one, but I'm not mad at it to where we only get 4 gadgets
Yep.
because they had to improve on so many other areas within the game.
Mhm.
So
And
I'm
it's
not mad at
sorry to cut you off, but they
No, you good.
said like I think the developers were like, yeah, because that came up like in an interview, like why are there so little gadgets, or like
Mhm,
why did the utility of gadgets get dropped? And they were like,
mhm.
oh, because we don't want you guys to be like a powerhouse in the game. We want the
Yeah.
gadgets to be more so not a win button. We want them to be
Mm.
more of a extender button. Like it's an extension of your combos. It's not a you press it and everybody dies.
Yep.
It's let me work in my gadgets into my fighting style. So that's
Got you,
I
and
feel
that
like
makes
that's
sense.
another reason why there's lesser gadgets, because they
Mhm.
don't want the potential of having a gadget to be like an automatic win button, which I'm gonna talk about automatic
Yeah, yeah,
wins
yeah.
in the
So
spoiler version.
yeah, no, and that's fair. That yeah, he made a good point with that.
Yep.
We don't wanna be to the point where we can just take out enemies without getting even hit.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and also another part of the gameplay was the stealth. Now, there isn't as much stealth as it was in the first game, but I'm not mad at that either. Like there's
Mhm.
some stealth, but it's not how it was in the first game.
It's not like full of stealth. Like, man, in the
No,
first game, I was Mary Jane, I was Miles, shit, I played as Aunt May, maybe shit, like
yeah,
sneaking around. I'm like, damn, bro,
yeah,
when am I gonna swing? When the
yeah,
hell
yeah,
am I
yeah.
gonna swing my webs, bro?
And now in this game, there's like, yo, you are barging in areas,
Yep,
loud and proud,
yep.
fighting enemies. There is no sneaking up on it. Now, if you want to do that, cool. But we give you the
Sometimes it'd be
option.
recommended. Sometimes I
Oh yeah,
definitely would
sometimes
be like, I should probably sneak.
yo, it was one area where I was Miles, bro. You had to sneak because if you didn't
Yeah,
sneak, it was a gang of dudes coming at you.
yeah, bro.
Pause. Pause.
Yeah,
It was it was a gang of dudes attacking you left and right, and you can't do that with just fighting. Like you
mhm,
got to be able to sneak first, take out as
yep,
many as you can, and then fight the rest of them off. Like
yep.
it gets to a point where you got dudes all around you, and yeah, you can press the circle button to evade every now and then, but
You can't evade
bro,
everything. You can't.
you cannot
I'm
evade.
telling you right
And
now, you cannot dodge everything, bro.
no,
5, 6, 7, you cannot dodge all those hits. You
and
cannot
then
dodge all those punches.
another new fighting style that they used was the pairing system. Now the
Mm,
pairing system was completely threw me off.
yep.
Like I'm so used to evading and dodging attacks. When you have certain enemies that you cannot dodge and you got to parry, I would get hit so many times.
Mhm.
Like it like I was not used to that. Now it got to a point where I was parrying more than I was dodging, which is
Mhm.
crazy. But
Mhm.
yeah, the pairing system is really good. I just had to get acclimated, get used to that.
Yep.
Um, like you said with the Mary Jane levels, it got way better than what we had in the first game. She is able to use weapons. Her little stun gun is OP as fuck. Like one shot kills, bro. I was taking out dudes left and right with that little web shooter gun that she had,
Mhm.
which is crazy to me. But
So
yeah,
are we getting into spoiler territory now?
um, I wouldn't say that's so much of a well, damn. Anyway, I don't give a fuck. It is what it is. Hey, Mary Jane has a
Yeah.
gun. She uses it in certain levels.
Yeah.
She shoots people, takes them down pretty easy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Why these niggas?
another thing, traversal in this game. The best web swinging I have ever had in a Spider-Man game, period.
Hey, I got the little slingshot where you like whoosh, whoosh,
Oh
and then
yeah,
you kind of
yeah,
like pull back. Hey,
yeah.
bro, so useful. And then the web wings,
The web wings,
I be flying,
great,
flying around Harlem, bro. I'm
great.
telling you,
It's
I
so
am
it's
telling you, the web wings are so nice, bro. It's such a yes, swinging is great. Don't get me wrong, the swinging in this game feels amazing. But when you on them web wings or you on them little
you are
them air
flying.
currents,
Oh, air tunnels, yep,
yeah.
yep.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm. That's a different feeling.
like I said before with the skill tree, you have separate skill trees for Peter, Miles, and you have them together. I love how they split it up and they made these characters their own. And
Yep.
shit, you might as well call Miles Static Shock because
Bro,
the powers that he has,
Miles
it's crazy. I
Miles is
was
rated.
using, and to be honest, I was using Miles a little bit more than I was using Peter at a
Yep.
certain point.
Yep.
The
Yep.
and the costumes, what literally
All right.
all the costumes that I can think of are in this game.
They got
In this game,
they got the Into the Spider-Verse fit. They got the Black Noir fit. They got
everything.
Spider-Man 2099. They got the I think it's like Spider-Man Forever, where it's literally like a
Hmm.
Wakanda version of I'm
Yeah,
like,
shit.
come on,
I
dog.
I would kind of say Miles is I don't know. Miles' fits is kind of cleaner than Peter's in a way with some of them.
Nah, 100%. But I am not letting this topic go without talking about Spoiler.
Okay, yeah, we getting
I'm
spoilers now. Okay.
I'm pretty sure y'all have seen it, but spoiler. What the fuck is Miles' suit at the end of the game? The blue and red one with the dreads hanging out. Nigga, what is that? What is that? What the fuck is that, Miles? He said it's an original suit. It's a one of one. Didn't he have an original suit, a one of one that he made in his game? Or am I remembering
I
wrong?
thought it was the black one. I thought that
I
was the one
thought
he
it
was
was the
talking about.
black one. What the it just doesn't
Yeah,
look
they fumbled. They
good,
fumbled with
bro.
that one.
And why is this nigga Miles spitting game to a deaf motherfucker while Peter is over there in the trenches fighting for his life? And I know he said, give me 10 minutes, give me 10 minutes. Peter was like, okay, cool, man. I can't wait 10 minutes. I'm gonna go in. So it's kind of Peter's fault. But there's no way you should be over there spitting game to a girl in a whack ass suit. And your boy,
Black ass bubble coat.
whack ass, you don't get that motherfucking mermaid man and barnacle boy looking ass suit the fuck up out of here, Miles. Bro, I swear to God, boy. Blame your ass, boy. Captain America looking ass nigga, man. Man, boy, get him
Oh
out of here,
man.
bro. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. That's one of the. And then them random ass backflips Miles be doing when Venom first broke in. That nigga
Yo,
just
that
randomly
was
did a
hilarious.
backflip. Like, bro, what did you do that for? What did you do that for?
The memes with this game,
This
hilarious.
game definitely got some meme moments. I'm gonna say that. Definitely has some meme moments, bro. Like, I don't know. But the good moments, like when Miles, I guess, is first like interacting for the black suit for the 1st time, and he's like, damn, Peter kind of aggressive. Like Peter saved somebody and he like threw him to the side. And dude like dipped off. Peter just dipped off. He said some corny shit. Miles is like, he's got fangs. He's like, I do too. I was like, bro, that was the corniest fucking thing you could have said, bro. You honestly, you should have just left. You should have just left after you said that. You didn't need to say that. But he was like, damn, is Peter usually like that? And Miles was like, nah, bro. He ain't never like that. And bro, the mild, I remember word for word in the episode leading up to Spider-Man 2's release. We talked about if Miles and Peter fought, like who would win. And I knew they were gonna fight in the game. I just knew it. I had the biggest suspicion that they were gonna fight in the game. But the actual fight and the way that it played out with Miles versus the black suit, and like you had to use the bell to weaken Peter.
Yeah.
That was an amazing fight. That was honestly one of the best fights in the game for me. Like it's like student versus mentor type thing where and it's weird. Like Miles is turning into the main Spider-Man. Like there's times where he would be teaching Peter. Like Peter would be like, dude, I can't do this. I can't do this. And Miles would be talking Peter up. Like, no, dude, you can do this. Like that entire fight, he was reminding Peter, like, yeah, dude, you have a responsibility. Peter was like, you're right. There was a bunch of times where Peter was just feeling unsure about himself. And Miles was there to be like, this is your responsibility. So it's super cool seeing Miles step into that leadership role.
Yeah. He is Spider-Man now.
Yeah, he is Spider-Man. Like, I think Peter was like, yep, New York's got a Spider-Man, dude. So it's just amazing seeing Miles step into that role. Because I think Miles is great. That boy's rating, because at the end of the game, when like you can press L3 and R3 and like blow electricity all around. And I got the upgrade where you can do like 2 of the Venom dashes that he does.
Yeah.
When he like teleports and like slams and then teleports again and then slams. Bro, my go-to combo, I like pop, put him in the air, slam him down. I teleport, slam, and then hit him with a Venom punch. Hey, bro. Them brutes, be knocking them brutes out. I be knocking them brutes out, bro. Them brutes are tough. Those big, bro. Them brutes is tough. But like the lizard, fuck the lizard. Craven.
Yo.
Fuck Craven too. But
I was about to
definitely fuck the lizard. I saw you fight the lizard. I was like, damn, that boy. It took you considerably less time than it took me.
And really?
Yeah, bro. Yeah. I hated the lizard. I got it, but it took me, I think, 40 minutes, 45 minutes.
Sheesh.
If I want to say that.
Yeah.
Bro. Because it's just, you know, the tail swing that he does.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. The tail swing that he does, I remember on the last episode, I talked about how I hate delayed attacks. When he would start to swing, your parry
Yep,
thing would come on. I'm like, oh, I gotta parry now. So I'd parry. And then he wouldn't be done turning around. So he'd hit me anyway and knock out like half of my health bar. And I'm like, okay, I
bruh.
got to learn that timing. And with everything going on, with me shooting webs at him and me trying to dodge all the slams he's doing, I never like figured out the timing for the tail swing. So I just said,
Yeah,
fuck it, let me just beat this nigga's ass. And Craven,
fighting like a bitch.
like a bit, bro, with the second phase when he's like basically teleporting around and he's invisible for a good majority of the fight. And he only pops up when he's right near you to beat your ass. On spectacular difficulty, if that man hits you, it's half your bar. At
Yep.
that point, your health is like 100, 150 if you're not like leveling health or even if you're not doing like extra quests, stuff like that. It's like 100, 150. One hit takes a smooth like 100. Like he can hit hard, bro. When I was
Yeah.
Venom and I finally boxed that motherfucker, bro, I did not put mercy on him. I didn't. I didn't, bro.
I was
I didn't,
surprised
bro.
of how that went down.
Yeah.
I was not expecting that to happen.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna let
Nope.
you finish.
Not at
I'm
all.
gonna,
And then you see Harry like come to the realization, like, fuck, I just bit somebody's head off. And then he goes to like the grave of his mom and he's like, oh, what do I need to do? What do I need to do? And it's just I'm telling you, the storytelling in this game is so like cinematic. It's such a cinematic feel.
yep.
But yeah, like my favorite fights, definitely got to throw Sandman in there. Sandman
Oh
was
yeah.
such an amazing way to start the game off. And when you like get the web wings for the first time and you're like flying through the tornadoes, like yeah, man. And the last fight, the very last fight with Peter and Venom, it that gave me Ultimate Spider-Man vibes of the
Hmm.
last fight. So
Was it
I just
difficult for you?
no, no, because honestly, like the hardest attack that he had was probably the one where like the entire floor turns into like venom tendrils. But
Okay.
I just
Yeah, yeah.
got on the like little lamp post and just watched him spaz out. I was like, fuck it. Last fight wasn't difficult to me. I'd say the most difficult fight for me, I'd say probably it's a toss up between the lizard and Craven because the lizard hit hard, but Craven had
Yeah.
that bullshit mechanic. So
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna say Craven because you can figure
Okay.
out the lizard, but Craven literally just pops in and out. Oh, Wraith. Wraith was a pretty hard fight too.
Bruh, I was surprised at
Wraith
how
was
difficult that was.
Wraith actually fucked me up like a lot, bro. Because that little whoosh, that little whip that she got
Yep.
or whatever, bro. That
Yep.
shit should not get me from all the way across the room, bro. It
Yep.
shouldn't. I don't care. It's not game design. It's not nothing, bro. That whip should not get me from across the room. And I'm dodging too. I'm dodging. I'm jumping. I'm flipping. You literally can't even see me. And I just get pulled over, and she, nah, bro. Wraith is definitely in there, bro. But yeah, Craven, fuck Craven. Craven's probably the hardest boss that gave me trouble. Everybody might have different bosses. I don't know. Lizard might have fucked most of y'all up. They ain't touched me a little bit, but hey,
So
I bodied that nigga. I bodied that nigga. But Craven gave me trouble. Craven gave me
so
trouble.
so overall, I'll ask you for your rating. I'm gonna go with my thoughts on the spoilers. Overall, what is your rating on this game? If you can't give
Nine,
me one, that's cool. A 9?
9. I'll give
Okay.
it a 9. I would have given it a 10, but that fucked up suit Miles got kind of ruined the ending pacing for me.
So the reason I know the reason why they did that suit the way it was. So
Why?
I got
Is
a
it like a
little bit
comic thing or
more.
what?
So Insomniac and Adidas had a deal to where they was going to promote their shoe
Hmm.
for the Adidas with what Miles was wearing.
Hmm.
So that was that whole get up. What I don't understand is you could have put that with the additional costumes. You didn't have to put that with the third act of the game.
You didn't have to
So
lock us in the suit, bro.
right. So yeah, it was a promotional. It was promoting the shoe, the Adidas Ultra Boost. And I'm like,
That doesn't excuse it.
I know, but that is
Adidas.
that's the deal that they had. Um, so yeah, so you give it a 9. Okay. So I don't want to sound like a broken record. You already went through all the boss fights and everything. Miles Morales is the MVP of this whole game to me. Without him, he has come in clutch so many times to save Peter. If it wasn't for him, I don't know what would have happened. And on top of that, in the end, Harry almost got Harry was almost it was a wrap.
Mhm.
Static Shock come in,
Mhm.
bro. Miles is the MVP of this whole game. Now, Peter got some it I will say there's 3 acts to this game. First act was great. Like you said, with Sandman. That's how you start off a game. Ragnarok, God of War Ragnarok did that with fighting Thor. Final Fantasy 16 did that with fighting the Phoenix.
Mhm.
Those are how you start a game off. And the way we was fighting Sandman and Spider-Man and well, the 2 Spider-Man going at it back to back with the fighting styles, that's what we needed. The second act, when you get the black suit, Peter is a menace. He's telling Harry, "Go pop some more pills while you out." I'm like, yo, when he said that shit,
Damn, bro.
I'm like, yo, this is Bully Maguire.
Mhm.
I'm like,
Yep.
yo, he is a menace, and the fighting style and the way you use the tendrils and the skills levels and uh the powers is great. And in the third act, that's where it kind of got it was good, but it kind of dipped for me a little bit.
Yeah.
Um with the way certain things went about. Um I'm like, I get it, but
I would
it
have
is
done
what it
that
is.
differently. Yeah.
Right, right. But yeah, the you get to play as Venom. That was something that I was not expecting at all.
I was bullying niggas as Venom, bro. Bullying, bro.
Yo,
Bullying.
he is the symbiotic Hulk. He is running through these walls, taking down these dudes,
Mhm.
and you fight Craven too, and you get to a point where you're fighting Mary Jane. Now that was a fight that I was having
That
difficulty
was
at.
yeah. No, she was it's crazy. She was messing me up for a little bit, but she wasn't that bad. When I really think about it, she was
Okay.
not that bad, but just her like the whole dynamic and the whole dialogue that they're having during
Yeah.
fight,
Yeah.
like I feel like I'm
Like
like
I
listening to a couple argue and I'm like the third person in the room and it's like mad awkward.
I get that aspect of it because the symbiote when it controls you, it's projecting like your intrusive thoughts or
Yep.
whatever,
Yep. Pretty
and it's
much.
really talking
Pretty
about how you
much.
feel. So I get that part, but with the way it was in the third act, um, all in all, I give it an 8.5. And this is me being a Spider-Man fan. I'm a
Yeah.
stan, but
Hmm.
I give this game an 8.5. Um, I feel like some things could have been better,
Yeah.
but most of the stuff that we got was great. It's definitely going to be in contender for game of the year.
It's in there.
Me personally, I don't think it's going to get it. I think it's going to be in the top 2, top 3.
Hmm.
But that's just how I feel it's going to do.
It's definitely
Um
in the comments, though, like for
oh yeah,
sure.
yeah. It's definitely
Definitely
going
in
to
the
be it's definitely going to be nominated. I will say in that last snippet that we got when you beat the game,
yep,
do you know who Cindy is?
yep,
Bro,
yep.
they can take it anywhere now.
And that's what they said. Like they wanted because I think somebody was like, "Are you running out of villains?" in an interview, and they were like, "Nope. If you see the way we ended the game, we have a multitude of angles we can take with this one scene. So we're not
Bro.
running out of villains." Because they were making the case that like the Sinister Six was in the first game. You got
Mhm.
Doctor Doom, all them, man. And like, he was like, "Nope, we're not running out of villains. We're not
No,
running out of villains anytime
not at
soon.
all. And
So
the way
we
they
could definitely keep this going."
Yeah, and especially with the way that Norman was playing with playing the scene with Doc Ock.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, we definitely getting Green Goblin.
Oh, for sure. For
We
sure.
are, and I'm surprised he hasn't showed up yet.
I already saw that setup when he was like,
Oh
what
yeah,
did you do? What did you do? I was like,
yep,
yeah, yep,
yep.
that's Green Goblin. And seeing Green Goblin like with PS5 graphics and gameplay, if they make
Oh
him
my
like
god.
playable, if they make him playable like they did in Spider-Man 3, where you could play as I think Harry's version of it,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
insane, bro.
Yo,
Robbing buildings and shit, that was
In Insomniac is doing, they on a run right now. Ever since
wild. Hmm.
2018, um, they have been doing Spider-Man, Ratchet and Clank. That game was amazing. And now they're doing Spider-Man. Now they're doing Wolverine. On top of that, we didn't even talk about that shit.
Yeah.
They might have a Venom spinoff coming out. That's just rumors. Who knows? But they could go, like, they could go anywhere with this universe.
Hmm. Yep.
I
That's
heard
it's just so insane.
now I heard they, with Insomniac, with the gaming developer, they are
Yep.
building a whole new Marvel universe. They are gonna
Like
take
from
it.
the ground up, pretty much, or
Um, I would say from the ground up, but hey, maybe I don't know.
maybe.
But we got started with Spider Man.
Shit.
Who knows? We could do X Men. We could do Fantastic Four. We can do. We don't know. And
No.
now that we getting a Wolverine, and it's in the Spider Man universe too, which is
Yep.
crazy.
Yep. Mm.
They could take it anywhere. But yeah, I wanna touch back on the last part though with Cindy. Uh, in the comics, she's Silk. But I wasn't expecting that to play out like it did,
Mhm.
and she is gonna play a big part in the next game. I feel like,
Yep.
and also with the side missions took a turn I wasn't expecting either, bro. They had Cletus Cassidy. I didn't
Yep.
even realize it was him until he said the name.
Yeah. I was like, who the fuck is that? And then I realized I was like, oh shit. But he definitely had to say the name. Definitely.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well,
Definitely.
he didn't say it, but I think it was Yuri or
Yeah.
Wraith that said it. I'm like,
Hmm.
so that's who we've been fighting ever since. And
Yep.
he got his plan was to get the symbiote the whole time.
Yep.
And I'm like, not only do you have Green Goblin, Doc Ock, Silk, you got Carnage.
Hmm.
What
Like
are we
Like
what are
I
we doing
said,
here?
bro, they can take they are not running out of villains anytime soon, bro. They're not. They're just not. They're just not.
Nope,
Oh my
not at
god,
all.
that next game, I don't know, man. It might be a 10. If they do it right, it might be a 10, bro. That next
Yeah.
game might be a 10 with all these villains. Yeah.
So all in all, I think this is a fantastic game. It's great. I'm gonna play it again for New Plus. That's how great it is. And I don't usually play games with New Plus,
Damn.
but I give this an 8.5. It is close to a 9 for me, but I don't think this is gonna win Game of the Year. It's gonna be up there because you got a lot of competition.
Mhm.
This whole year has been
Yeah.
heat.
2023 was a stacked year. I don't ever want to hear nobody say, "Oh, I play 2K, I play Call of Duty, I ain't got nothing else to play." Bro, if you don't open your mindset, I hate niggas like that. They all
Yeah,
they play is like NBA 2K and all they play is Madden and Call of Duty, and they're like, "Yeah, bro, ain't nothing dropping this year."
bro.
Really?
It's endless. It's endless
Really?
games to where
There's
every
nothing
genre.
dropping this year.
Yeah, like
Nah, bro.
we need to get it together on that aspect.
Mhm.
But yeah. Oh, I forgot to throw this out there too. Now that Spider Man has came out, now do you believe is Spider Man just as good as the Batman Arkham series or better?
I feel like the Batman Arkham series came at such like a great time in my life. So I have so many fond memories of playing Batman.
Hmm.
But Spider-Man might might be a little better than Batman. Might be a little
Okay.
better. Definitely might
And
be beating it.
this is not a wrong or right answer.
100% opinion. And if y'all
Yeah.
niggas said something about it, hey, I got time to argue in the comments. I ain't got nothing going on today. I want to argue in the comments. We can. I go back and forth. But yeah, I definitely feel like, and kind of biased because Spider-Man's obviously my favorite hero. But
Yeah.
I do feel like the Spider-Man games, with the direction they're going now and all the technological advancements, have definitely outclassed the Batman games in a way. Because at the end of the day, like, yes, the Batman games were great. Like the stealth was amazing, the combat was amazing. The little, 1-2 combo that Batman did all the fucking time was amazing too. Villains are great. But just the depth of the Spider-Man story and just the scale of
Mhm.
like the world plus the villains, and they actually have backstories explaining why they're villains. Yeah, I
Okay.
definitely think Spider-Man is outclassed Batman. So I would definitely go back to play a Spider-Man game before I played a Batman game. Arkham Knight, Arkham City, all that. Yeah.
I had the opposite answer.
No.
And no, this is good for discussion. This
This
is
is
good
good
for
for discussion.
hey,
Yeah.
I had opposite thoughts. I think that Arkham I don't think that we will ever get a better superhero game than Batman, specifically Batman Arkham City.
Mhm.
To me personally, that was like lightning in a bottle.
Yeah.
We're never gonna get that type of game again. And we're never gonna reiterate that type of Batman game again. And Arkham Asylum was a great game. It was a
Yep.
9.5. Batman Arkham City took it to another level with that shit.
Mhm.
And to me, how you said about the Spider-Man game is how I feel about Batman Arkham City
Mm.
with the gadgets, the story, like, the villains. Because Spider-Man is my favorite superhero of all time. It's number
Mhm.
one. It's Spider-Man, it's Batman, and it's Wolverine.
Yep.
But I put the Batman games first because
Mm.
hey, that's just how I feel.
Yeah.
but
Yeah. I
but
mean, I get like I get it. I get it because Arkham City, like the combat was great, stealth portions were great, all that was great. The enemies were amazing. But I just feel like Spider-Man just takes it, man. And
just
like
edge it a little bit more. Okay.
just a little bit more. Like story, story, yeah, I'm gonna give that one to actually, yeah. Story, I'm giving that to Spider-Man. Story, I'm definitely giving
Okay.
that to Spider-Man. Combat is now
Because they neck
combat
and
is
neck
kind
with
of
the
where
combat.
it gets tricky because I loved the combat in the Batman games, bro. Like I loved the combat in Arkham City, all that, bro. Arkham Knights, all
Mhm.
that, bro. I loved the combat, but you just feel like you're Spider-Man when you're fighting people. Like
I
you
get
can
it.
bop bop
Yeah.
weave, bro. Like you just feel like you're actually Spider-Man. Granted, you still feel the same way with Batman. Batman be breaking his bones and shit. Spider-Man gotta
Yeah.
be Spider-Man gotta be a little more tactical with it. But definitely combat-wise is where I'm like torn on it. I'm leaning towards Spider-Man, but it could literally go either way with like combat.
Because
And
they're one and the same in a way. Because
yeah, if
they got
anything,
the
like superhero games technically all have the same combat system. They're essentially beat 'em ups. They're essentially beat 'em ups. It's just some styles are different. Batman's fighting style is different. Spider-Man's fighting style is different. When you're playing Spider-Man, like you can feel Spider-Man's kind of loose movement, like loose punches, stuff like that. But when you're playing like Arkham City,
mhm.
Batman is hitting to kill niggas, bro. Like you can hear the like you can hear it, bro. So combat is good, but I still gotta edge it to Spider-Man just because obviously the movement options and stuff like that play a role into my
Okay.
experience and enjoyment for the game, and just swinging
Yeah.
around feeling like Spider-Man. I feel like nothing's gonna beat that. Granted, the Batmobile is tough. Batmobile is hard. Swinging around with little Batman's little yeah, all that. That's tough. That's
Yeah,
hard.
that back claw.
That back
Yeah.
claw, yeah, that back claw is kind of nice. I'll give you all that. But I got to give it to Spider-Man, man. Story wise, got to
Okay.
give it to Spider-Man. Combat wise, where I'm 50-50. And it I don't want it to be like recency bias, but I feel like the Arkham games kind of look a little like they look like they came out when they came out, but like I feel like the
Yeah,
design models of Spider-Man, granted, we're on the PS5, so they're obviously gonna
yeah.
look fucking great. So yeah, but just it's more polished, if I could say
I
that.
okay.
So yeah, it's not like a fuck Batman thing. 'Cause Batman gang,
No, no,
hey,
no.
Batman gang,
They neck and neck
they
as
neck and
far
neck
as
though.
because who has more villains than anybody else besides Spider-Man and Batman?
You're right. You're right. I can't think of anybody
So
for real. Like, and that's why it's funny that I think the argument of like putting Spider-Man in Batman's world and Batman in Spider-Man's world is so prevalent because they have almost the same amount of villains.
yeah,
So, and it's each person's villains like work with that specific hero's strengths and stuff. Like the
yeah.
Joker, Penguin, Riddler, Scarecrow, all of them, like Batman feels like he's the only one that can beat them because he has
Mhm.
the knowledge and obviously the detective work and stuff like that. But you have villains like Vulture and Electro and Rhino, more like
Yeah.
brutes and stuff like that, where Spider-Man's like loose, flow, free, and like, let me just figure out how to, web them up or do something like that. They work with Spider-Man style. So like I always see the argument of if you put Batman in Spider-Man's world and Spider-Man in Batman's world, how would it work out? Just for the sake of they have kind of the same amount of villains. So
Mhm.
it's cool that you like brought that point up. But yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, they are neck and neck at some categories.
Hmm.
But I just think for me personally, I think shit, I'm not even talking about the Batman Arkham series. I'm just talking about Batman Arkham City specifically. That
Just that
is
one. Just
just
that
that one
one. Yep.
alone
Yep.
that holds up. I can still play it and be like, damn. And that game came out in 2011, I think, which is
Yeah.
crazy. Uh,
Hmm.
but yeah, Spider-Man, Batman, they got the best villains. And they are tied. You're gonna get 50-50. It's very
Hmm.
polarizing.
Yeah.
It's a bias for sure. Like you like who you like. Um, but on top of that, I think I'm best believe DLC will be coming out for this game. I just don't know what it's gonna be about.
Facts.
We could
Facts.
have a hey, we could have control over Black Cat.
Hey,
That's
oh
what I
fuck.
need.
What I forgot to mention is the Black Cat mission where she has that like artifact and she's warping through with portals and stuff like that. Whew.
Yo, I forgot.
I completely
I
forgot about
forgot
that,
about
but you
that.
mentioned Black Cat and I remembered it. Where you're like, bro, I think you go to Antarctica for a little bit and you're
Yeah.
just swinging through. I'm like, yo.
And remember how I said that they can pull pretty much we don't know where they could go with this. Remember
Hmm.
when Miles pulled up that little note and it
Yep.
said by you know who it is?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh
Yeah.
dang,
Yeah.
this is where we're at. Okay, okay. Damn. So yeah, hey, Spider-Man 2, if y'all have not played that, I just find somebody that to play with. If you don't have a PS5, find somebody who does and play it.
Tough.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you. I feel sorry for
I
all
don't
the
know what to tell you,
PS4,
bro. Go buy a PS5 or
Xbox,
something.
PC users. I know y'all not for PC players. I know y'all not getting this game till 10 years later.
Yeah, y'all better
So
find an emulator or something.
yeah,
That's y'all's
yeah,
best bet.
yeah. So yeah, overall, really great game.
Hmm.
Um, but let's move on to the last thing we got going on. Let's go back to anime. So now I just came up with this shit on the fly.
Hmm.
It just
Yeah.
came to me.
Yeah.
So you got 4 squads, right? And this
Yeah.
to me was like, now I'm sure there are more squads out there, but these are the squads that I'm like, okay, these are like the
The top ones.
top
Yeah.
tier. You have the Phantom Trope from
Hunter
Hunter x
Hunter.
Hunter.
Yep.
You got the Akatsuki from Naruto. You got the Straw Hat Pirates from um, One Piece,
Hmm.
and then you got the Paranormal Liberation Front from My Hero
My hero.
Academia.
Yes,
You can only pick one the rest of the squads are fighting to kill you pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you going to pick to protect you and defend?
All right. All right. Okay. This is the one I didn't do research on. All right. So I don't, and it feels like this question is like a sweep, but I'm picking the Paranormal Liberation Front because
Oh, okay.
because yeah, because I got reasonings. I got reasonings. So
Okay.
yes, you can say the Akatsuki, right? They got, and I know the main point everyone's gonna bring up is Itachi's getting jutsu. Itachi's getting jutsu.
Mm-hmm.
Don't care about that, bro. I don't care about that shit. Like the Paranormal Liberation Front has maybe over like 100,000 members, bro. Because you remember Shigaraki took it over, so now it's the League of Villains and the whole Redestro's entire army, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm gonna say Paranormal Liberation Front because you have I can go down the line, bro. You got Shigaraki who
Yeah.
has DK. That man can literally touch you and you will fade into nothing, bro. Fade into nothing. And it's not just a single like touch. Like he can do an AoE effect where it just hits a mass area at once.
And
Like
that's
bro can
crazy. Yeah.
basically can do like a Vegeta final explosion when he blew up with Majin Buu. Like
Yep.
something that scale, he can do that with ease. With ease. Dobby can literally like blast somebody, incinerate somebody with his flames, bro. And I think it's gonna come down to if everyone's trying to kill us, I think it's gonna come down to a numbers game, first off. And we have Twice, which if you don't know what Twice's quirk is, Twice can literally copy anybody he sees. He can make a whole bunch of different versions of himself, yes, but he can also take someone's blood and make copies of them. So like you saw him make copies of Toga and she was going around bop 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 like hundreds, thousands, maybe millions of copies are
Mm-hmm.
like nothing to him. Nothing to him. So yes, Itachi and all them have Genjutsu and Almighty Push and all that, but they're not doing anything against 100,000 Shigarakis or 100,000 Shigarakis and 100,000 Dabis all going in on Itachi or all going in on Pain. Because Pain has what, 4, 5 clones he can make? There's like 4
I thought it was.
different versions of
I thought it
Pain.
was. I thought it was 6.
6 different versions of Pain?
Yeah. I'm
Something
not
like
sure.
that.
I don't know. I
Yeah,
forget.
it's something like that. But when you think of just a number standpoint, like the sheer number standpoint, I think the most shadow clones that Naruto has created is probably, and Naruto has like the highest chakra in the show, one of the highest
Mm-hmm.
chakras in the show. He's made like 1,000, I think, 1,000, something like that. So when you think of the grand scale of Twice, who can literally make enough people to fill a huge city, like he could fill Shibuya with Dabis, or he could fill
Mm-hmm.
Shibuya with like Shigarakis easily, like in the span of like 2 seconds. Like it's gonna be a numbers game. They can't. We're literally gonna overwhelm them. So
Yeah.
I got the Paranormal Liberation Front. Shigaraki, Twice, and Dabi are gonna be the heavy hitters. So
Yeah, because Dobby's power is scary. That's a
Dabi
scary
is
power.
a scary person in general, bro. Because Dabi just doesn't care. He'll be like, all right, let's get it done. And Shigaraki, with his messed up mind state and how he is
Oh,
now, yeah.
I'm sorry. Not. Yeah, Dobby is scary. I'm talking about like twice his power. The way you can
Twice
use
is
it.
yeah, twice is yeah, bro. Twice is and can't forget Toga. Can't forget Toga
Toga
because
too.
she could literally take one of the Akatsuki members' blood and just like pose as one of the Akatsuki members and like fake them out and shit like that, bro. So
Mm,
and that's just the league. That's literally just 3 or 4 people in the League of Villains, bro. Like the Paranormal Liberation Front is hundreds of thousands of other villains with other quirks. So
yeah.
again, it's coming down to numbers. So as much as anybody who wants to argue with me and be like, well, Itachi could put him in a Genjutsu, is Itachi putting 100,000 niggas in a Genjutsu?
Ooh, that's
No.
gonna take a toll on his body for
That's gonna
sure.
take a toll on, and Itachi's already sick, bro. And
Yeah.
you're not gonna be like, oh, healthy Itachi. No, Itachi was sick. Itachi was sick the entire time in the Akatsuki. He was not healthy. So you're not gonna make that argument. There's not gonna be some perfect genjutsu. No, bro. Itachi is not gonna put 100,000 plus people each in a genjutsu,
Yeah.
and you're gonna act like that's gonna work. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Because I don't even know if you put a clone in a genjutsu, does it put that original person in the genjutsu as well, or just that one?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Exactly. Because even then, even if it puts the original one, I'd say my answer would lean more towards the Akatsuki if I got a definite answer on that question. But even then, it's still a numbers game, so we bodying them. So shout out to my boy Shigaraki. Paranormal Liberation Front, gangin'.
I actually never thought about that like that. You really broke it down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
My
Now I'm
Hero's
starting to really.
one of my favorite shows, man. My Hero's
Oh,
one of my favorite shows, man.
Hey, do not sleep on the Liberation Front. Don't sleep. If y'all are caught up with the manga, y'all know how powerful the Liberation Front is.
Shigaraki has only gotten stronger too. So
only gotten stronger.
Only gotten stronger, bro. It's insane. So what you got? What's your answer? I kind of want to hear it.
Honestly, I was gonna give the One Piece. I was gonna give it the One Piece. Because but it's like, damn, now that I'm really thinking about it, it does actually come to a numbers game. Because you got the Phantom trope. They have a limited amount of people in there. You got One Piece characters. You got the Straw Hat crew. They got limited number. And you got the Akatsuki. Now, I'm sure they can hold out. All these teams, they can hold out for as long as they can. But it's a battle of attrition at this point.
Pretty much.
But I do feel like somebody can find a way to find a weak spot for Twice and fast enough to where they can counterattack all the moves that you just said.
I know for a fact if somebody gets touched by Shigaraki's decay, they're gone. There is no counter. Gone. There is no counter for that, bro. So don't even think you're gonna counter Shigaraki because that's the main piece. Twice is like the supplement, but Shigaraki's definitely the main piece.
That's true, and that's what scares me because Shigaraki is the main piece. You gotta find a way, but I don't think there is a way to even get around that.
Yep.
Because like you said, physical touch, it's a wrap.
That's it.
It's a wrap.
I mean, even like, bro, literally could touch your shoulder and you're done. You're done. You're gone.
Even with Deku, like when he's fighting Shigaraki, right? Or if anybody is fighting Shigaraki, they had to, I forgot his name, but they had to use that one character, or they had to use who's the mentor with the bandages?
Eraserhead.
They had to use Eraserhead to block his power so we could hit him.
Yep. And that boy Eraserhead was struggling. He needed another person to like add water to his eyes so his eyes didn't dry out. I'm like, bro, this is an operation to stop one man. Y'all be trying to hold Shigaraki like he ain't a fucking dog, bro. Shigaraki is a dog. Y'all can't say he not.
The only way that I can really think of having to even fight and go about Shigaraki is long distance. Like if you can't, and that's where kind of Usopp can kind of come in.
Yeah.
But even then, I don't feel like that's gonna work though.
Yep.
So
you really got to think about it, because Paranormal Liberation Front, them boys kind of cold. I didn't even talk about the magician dude who can like teleport people to different locations and stuff like that, and like put people in boxes. Like literally just a magician, bro. Like an evil magician, bro. I didn't even talk about his powers. Like he can probably teleport Itachi somewhere else and handle everybody else. And Itachi can get back however he gets back. But they would definitely take out the strongest people and then body everybody else they know they can beat. So then it's literally just Itachi versus.
But then again, Datara and his that bomb shit, that has a wide range. You also got to take into account that too.
Yeah, I know, but wide range. I feel like Datara's bomb is not taking out like 1,000 Twices, bro, or 1,000 Dobbies, bro. And even then, Twice got like 500,000 more just waiting in the box, bro. Like you're not. Datara would have to spam bombs to do maybe like 2% of Twice's army that I guarantee you he would generate, bro. Because if it was all of those groups coming for them, it's on. Twice isn't gonna like chill and try to save his energy or nothing like that. And it's different. Like With Twice, he can make as many as he wants. I know in Naruto, it's limited to chakra because when you make a clone in Naruto, it takes 50% of your chakra and then it just continuously adds on the more clones you have. So they can't make an infinite number of clones. Twice can make an infinite number of clones. Twice can make as many clones as he wants. It's literally his quirk. Like it's what he's destined and designed to do is make clones and make copies. So there's no limit to Twice. Before y'all try to make the shadow clones are already in Naruto and they deal with that easy. Not this many, nigga. Not this many. You're fighting an army. And if he makes an army of Shigarakis, how you gonna dodge all that decay, brother? Luffy, I know you can stretch, but how you gonna dodge it?
Hey, that's a good point. That is a really good point.
Yeah.
And you gotta, but damn, they are so they're defending you, right? You got to remember, not only is the Akatsuki coming after you, but they got the Phantom Troop, and they got the Straw Hats. So you think an army of the Liberation Front can go against all three of them?
Yeah, for sure. Paranormal, and I'm gonna say this for the clip because I know I'm add this on the motherfucking reel. Paranormal Liberation Front is bodying the Akatsuki, they're bodying the Straw Hat Pirates, and they're bodying the Phantom Troop. I'm gonna say that, and I'm gonna stand on it. And if y'all want to give me reasons why, please drop them because I'm not listening. Because I already did I didn't do no research, but I know what I know. So yeah, I know what I know. I watch My Hero, man. Don't play with me, nigga. Don't play with me. Yeah, I know. Hey, y'all want to drop whatever y'all want to say, man. Go ahead. But as far as me, I'm standing on business. On business. Paranormal Liberation Front.
You got some good points. I'm gonna have to, I'm gonna have to lean towards, because, like you said, it's a numbers game. Like
it is.
You can't.
Because I could have like 30 Dobbies protecting me while like 100,000 Shigarakis go out. So
the only, I'm really trying to counter. The only way you could possibly even be at even level is to take out Twice. But you got to do that.
You got to take out the right Twice. Like it's not like a shadow clone where if you kill enough, like they just all go. Like you got to kill the right Twice, bro. And if there's like 100,000, I guarantee you, there's no way you're gonna find the right Twice. That is a counter. I'll definitely say that is a counter. So, but
now Shigaraki, I can't do that with him. I
can't. And it's crazy because like Twice can make a clone of himself, and that clone can also create clones.
Which is even more OP.
It's literally his quirk is literally infinite double, bro. Like he can make a clone of himself. That clone makes a clone. That clone can make maybe 2 or 3 clones. That clone can make 5 clones. Like it literally just increases in size and magnitude. So your only way of beating the number system is to take out Twice.
And these aren't shadow. And these aren't shadow clones. They're actual.
Yes, they're actual people. They still have the same exact durability as Twice. Right. So it's not like you hit them and they vanish into a fucking dust cloud. No. You hit them and they're like, ugh, that hurt. And then they start boxing you again, bro. Like they're legit people. They're not just placeholders like Naruto's shadow clones are. So
I would rather have an army defend against me than all 3 of them. Damn, you ate some good points.
My hero knowledge, man. My hero knowledge coming in clutch.
Hey, now, Luffy can hold out as many as he can. Zoro can, but it's just a battle of attrition at this point. Somebody's gonna tire out.
Yep. Like when you break it down to like the heavy hitters, say Luffy, Zoro, Sanji, Pain, I'd say Deidara and Itachi, Crollo from the Phantom Troop,
Ahsoka.
If literally if all of them were going against the Paranormal, like just the heavy hitters, just the heavy fucking hitters. Because I know in the Straw Hats, it's the big 3, Zoro, Luffy, and Sanji. Then obviously Itachi and Pain are one of the fucking
Yeah.
strongest in there. I throw Kisame in there. Fuck it, why not? Shark Boy.
Hey, don't sleep on Kasame.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I throw him in there. I throw him in there. Like literally, if all of them were going against Twice and his clones, like I still think Twice would have got it.
Okay.
Just off sheer numbers, bro. Like at the end of the day, they're gonna tire out. Even if they're physically stronger than Twice, Twice is just gonna tire him out. So, and then when they're weaker than Twice, he's gonna be like Shigaraki, Dabi, Toga.
Right.
So,
okay. Damn.
yeah.
Okay. If I would have known it, knowing now what I didn't know back then, I would have set you up with an army of other people versus an army of other people.
I mean, to be fair, I feel like if it's just the Straw Hats, is it the Straw Hat like Grand Fleet too? Because that's like 4,000 niggas. Are they helping out too?
No, just the Straw Hats.
Just the Straw. Oh, then yeah, no, it's dub. It's dub.
Okay.
It's easy. That's a take. Because if you added the Grand Fleet, maybe that could have been like okay, now I see. But just them, nah, brother. I already know Usopp, Usopp ain't boxing. Chopper probably finna run. Nah.
Yeah, I should have put up a more of a challenge with like the whole Fairy Tail Guild. Now that would kind of be more.
That would definitely be more like a damn. You gotta think about that one. But as far as it is right now, Paranormal Liberation, y'all can argue with me. Please argue with me. Show me receipts if I'm wrong. But if y'all don't send no receipts, then my shit still stands. I'm standing on business. I'm 10 toes down, brother. So Paranormal Liberation, friend.
Cool. Yeah, no, I'm gonna have to agree with you. You made some good points. I can't counter that.
And if Caleb was here, I guarantee you he'd be dick riding Akatsuki, bro. Bro, you just put him in a Genjutsu. Guarantee it, bro. I guarantee it. Say I'm wrong, because I swear to God, I'm right.
You said that. Hey, I don't. Hey, he might surprise me. I don't know what he's gonna say.
I don't know. I'm gonna ask him the question. But like my
again,
first thought is he's probably gonna go with Akatsuki.
But then again, he doesn't know. He hasn't watched Hunter x Hunter, and he doesn't know enough about MHA.
Yeah. So you need like at least a broad knowledge of like all of them, if not like a vague knowledge of at least the groups. So
yeah,
to answer the question, but
I'm gonna have to agree. MHA, the superpowers and it's endurance, and I don't think anybody's gonna hold out that long enough for them to. Yeah, that's a wrap for them.
That's a wrap.
But that's really all I got. We talked
Attack
about
on Titan.
what's up? Attack on Titan. But did you want to split that up though, or you gonna split it up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. But yeah, that's for me. That's all I got as far as Spider-Man, the 1v3, and the what we've been pretty much watching and catching up on. But yeah, let's get into this Attack on Titan.
Hey, brother. I want you to go first, bro.
Okay.
I got a lot.
Okay. It is a lot to unpack.
It's a lot.
It's a damn near hour. It's an hour and a half. It's a movie pretty much for the final ending. It has been 10 years. We have finally come to a conclusion. It is over. It is done with. All in all, I am very conflicted about the way it ended. I can't say that it wasn't a bad ending. I've seen way worse. It was not a bad ending. It was actually a good ending. I just wish some things could have played out differently, and I didn't get some of the things in the third act of the show.
Yep.
But I will say that first half, oh yeah, I was on the edge of my seat.
Yep.
Like I didn't know who was gonna make it or not. They were on spoilers if you haven't watched it.
Spoilers. Would you say that now? Spoilers.
Yeah. All in all, before I even say anything, I think this was a good ending. It was good. It was good. I'm very conflicted about how stuff went, but yeah, let's move over to the spoiler.
Yeah.
So they were on Aaron's back, and I love the animation. Again,
Mhm.
I remember when, because it's been so long now, I remember how fluid this animation was with them zipping around with the ODM gear and
Yep.
then taking out Titans left and right. Uh, this was it was a lot of stuff happening all at once. You
Mhm.
had you had Armin handling what he had to handle. You had Mikasa on the other hand. You had Levi. You had Connie. You had
Mhm.
John, and they're doing their thing. And it was really I love again. I love the animation. I love how they did it. And all in all, it was good. Now, certain scenes where I was just like, hmm, okay.
Yep.
I didn't think it was gonna go like that, but I'm not mad at it, I guess. That's why I
Yeah.
said conflicting. I don't know
Yeah.
whether to be happy or mad
Yep.
because I don't know if you read the manga. Have you?
I have.
Okay, so
I've read both endings too.
I heard some shit went down in the ending that it wasn't supposed to go down like that. And I heard in the anime it went a little bit it was a lot better than what it was in the
Mhm.
manga. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
what I got from certain scenes, right, with Aaron and um Armin, it was a scene where it was so confusing with the timeline. I get confused with how
Yeah.
it played out, but like they were having a one-on-one.
Mhm.
Armin he was getting his memories back that Aaron was giving him, and they were
Mhm.
talking, and then they were like, "Yo, we did a lot of shit, a lot of bad shit, and we
Yep.
going to hell,
Yep.
and you
I
coming with
know
me."
exactly they were in that big field and it turned into like
Yeah,
blood and stuff like that.
but
And like, yeah.
yeah, but before that, Aaron was talking about how I don't want to die. I want to be with Mikasa. I never wanted this to really happen like this. It played
Mhm.
out, and I'm like, bro, you can't say this shit now after everything that you did.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
killed millions, and
Mhm.
for us to have like an emotional scene like that, it's like, bro, you can't really go back now because you too far gone.
Yeah,
You already set
you're too
out your
deep in it.
mission, right? You already set out your mission to um do what you were gonna do,
Mhm.
and you knew this was gonna happen, and you trying to go back on this like, I don't know what.
Yeah.
So, and then they had to like the whole. It was just the way the story was written. It was
Mhm.
kind of I wouldn't say all over the place, but it was kind of like, all right, we here now. Whiplash, we here now.
Yeah.
Whiplash, we here now. And I'm like, what is happening right now?
Yep.
So another another gripe that I had, bro, we spent season 2 and 3 with Historia.
And she's just a wife
What
now.
the
She's
fuck happened? She's
she's
on
just
a like
walking
you
around
said,
as a wife. Yeah.
she's a housewife. We were leading up to I thought she was gonna be that girl in season
Yep.
2 and 3, and I
Yep.
thought she was gonna make a big difference, which she does,
Yep.
but it's not like it played out the way it should have been.
They were building up
And
Queen Historia for so long just for her to have a baby
right.
and do absolutely nothing.
And I'm like, so you got her sitting on the sidelines in a pasture field where all this other shit is going on.
Cows and goats and shit, and Titans is murdering 80%. I
Right.
80% of
Yeah.
humanity is gone,
Re-
bro.
Remember that number.
80%.
80
80%, bro.
80%. And we get Historia where she had her baby. Cool, whatever. And we get a husband that we don't even know who it is. Unless you know. I don't know.
I have no clue who that nigga is, bro.
So we get a dude that we do not know.
Bro just
there's
clapped his story his cheeks and left, bro.
there's so many stuff that got left out, and we don't even know what's real or not. I don't even know what's real or not. Now, I might be reading it wrong or what. There's another point in time where in the third act, Ymir,
Yep.
what 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 is happening? And it turned into a love story with Ymir and King Fritz. And I'm like, bro, I thought you hated this dude. What is going on?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't know, did King Fritz die? Or was that what she wanted to happen? Or what did that really happen? So I don't like again, I don't know what's real and what's not.
Hmm.
You have this story where she's making it out to be like, oh, it's all about love.
Yeah.
Mikasa and Aaron, y'all were supposed to do something that I couldn't.
Hmm.
Like you were able to do that, but with King Fritz, I loved him and I always wanted to be with him. And like I'm this OP character, but I still follow under him. And I'm like, yo, what is happening right now?
Yep.
And I'm saying overall, it was a great episode,
Hmm.
but there was a lot of missing holes, missing pieces
Yeah.
that they could have did a lot better at. So
And
the first, oh, go on.
yeah, no, go ahead. I'm just thinking of like the
Okay,
whole argument that like there was gonna be an anime only ending because
yeah,
nobody likes the manga. I'm not gonna say nobody because that's a very general term, but a good amount of people do not like the ending because of the
got you,
same exact points you just made. That
got you.
like
Okay,
nothing, it just feels like everything got rushed through. Like,
okay,
where the fuck did Historia come from? She gets bits and pieces of being shown, but
yeah.
there's no actual part that focuses on Historia. So why are you showing her? Like, what
And I
is
want
Historia's relevance to that? Anything
right,
going on right now? What the hell does Historia have to do with it?
and
Go ahead.
I wanna say one more thing.
Go ahead.
Well, two more, and I'll be quick. But
I'm about to
the
rant.
final ending, like the final end credits. If y'all went through all that, the
I already know
final
what you're
end
gonna talk
credits
about, bro.
show,
I already know what you're gonna talk about.
bruh, the final end credits they show you. All right, Aaron is he's gone now.
Hmm.
Everybody's living their life.
Hmm.
They're on, I believe this is Paradise Island. I
Hmm.
think
Yep.
over 20-year, 30-year, 40-year span, it's a whole bunch of war. A lot of stuff is going on. A lot of rebuilding. It's
Hmm.
futuristic at this point, and it's like, okay, time is gonna go along, but I heard in the manga y'all got shitted on. Like I heard that in Paradise Island, what was the whole point of even fighting if Paradise Island was gonna get taken over anyway? Like,
Yeah.
what was the point? It
Yeah.
was a waste.
Hmm.
And for them to, and I know that in the anime they cleaned it up, and I heard they cleaned it up a lot. But
Hmm. Yeah.
the in the ending, I was just confused about, okay, if we did all this, we all this whole entire story, we led up to this for Paradise Island to just still be gone or at war. Like, did we really do anything?
Hmm. Like all that
So
fighting was for what?
rinse and repeat.
Yep. And
So yeah. But yeah, that's my thoughts. I
mm,
would say the first. Oh, and you got Levi out here being a disabled war vet. I'm like, bro, what is going
motherfuckers
what
working with
is
Habitat
going
for Humanity, bro.
you they got
Bro, handing
bro,
out lollipops.
they got these characters out here living like like in the slums.
Hmm.
And I don't know. The first half was great. The action
Hey.
scenes is where it was at. It was it was heat. That's what I wanted. I was on the edge of my seat.
Yep.
But that third act, that's when things kind of dipped, and I was like, okay. So all in all, I give this overall rating from a scale of 1 to 10. I give this I give this a 7.
That's fair.
6.57.
That's fair.
6.57. So
That's
that's
fair.
my thoughts. What's
Yeah.
up?
I am about to rant because y'all know I definitely put Attack on Titan in like my top 5 anime of all time. And
Mhm.
yeah. So the reason why I like Attack on Titan so much, right? The action scenes, the underlying story, just the despair that everybody feels. It's just you want them to have a great situation, and they usually don't.
Yeah.
Sometimes they might have happy moments sprinkled in. Nothing in this final episode felt happy. Nothing. Like from the start, you see them jumping in, Armin's like Aaron, blah 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 blah. And then they actually start boxing on Aaron's back and stuff like that. And you see just the wave of titans that they have to fight.
Mhm.
And even Levi is like a perfect condition. Me would not jump in this.
Yeah.
Like me in perfect health. Granted, I'm missing fingers right now, but me in perfect health would not handle all those titans right now. Then I got to think like, fuck, okay. Mikasa is emotionally, she's not ready for it.
Yeah, she ain't
Levi
right.
is physically not ready for it. And then when Armin gets captured by, I think it's Ymir's like little pig titan or whatever the fuck it
Yeah.
is. And when I first saw that, I was like, what the hell? Because like
Mm.
it didn't kill, that's one of the things I was like, why didn't it just kill him? Like if Ymir knows Armin is pretty much the mastermind of the plan to finally finish off Aaron,
Right.
why doesn't she just kill him instead of capturing him in that little void or whatever? Why don't you just off him? Like, because then you took out their best asset. Because when Armin finally blew up, yeah, Aaron was kind of gone. But
Yeah.
and then after that, Armin's captured and he's like talking shit to himself and stuff like that. One of my like top moments in that episode is when Annie comes in and they're fighting, which is amazing. It's amazing seeing Annie finally pull up. How she pulled up, a little questionable, because Falco is the
Mm.
first Titan with wings, but they didn't know that he would have wings, so they kind of just guessed. Like, yeah, you think you got wings? Cool, fuck
Bro,
it.
if that shit didn't work out, they would
If that didn't work, they're dead. Like,
Yeah, that
what?
he just kinda threw that in there. He threw that in there for sure.
I That's definitely one of the things where I'm like, bro, I knew you just threw that in there for convenience. And the main thing that I have with the ending is there's a lot of moments that feels like it's for convenience. Like
Mm.
Falco turning into a bird. You're not gonna tell me. And it's why I know it's for convenience. And he couldn't even explain it. And he said, yeah, he
Damn.
said he had a dream that he turned into a bird. So he just fucking went for it. I'm like, okay, cool. But anyway, after that, when they're all fighting and Annie's tired and John's tired and Levi got his leg bit off trying to save Connie because Connie was like, I can't do it anymore, man. Connie was going through it. And you see after Armin and Zeke are talking in I think it's the Paths is what it's called.
Yeah.
Um, they bring back all of the old founding titans. So Bertold is working with them, and the Jaw Titans work with them, and all the old founding titans, all the old
Mhm.
titans are helping them out, and like you can see they were visibly giving up until they started helping them out. Then they're
Yeah.
like, you know what, we might be able to do this. We might be able to
Mhm.
do this. So then they all start boxing stuff like that, and a conversation that actually I really liked because it kind of draws on a previous conversation earlier in the show is when Annie is talking to Mikasa when they're at like the boat docks, and she's like, realistically, do you think you can kill Aaron if the time came
Mhm.
down to it? And Mikasa just didn't answer, just didn't say a single word, ignored the question completely. And then Annie asked her again when they were riding on Falco, like, hey, like, do you think you can? Mikasa kind of just like looked at her, like tied her scarf a little bit, and I was like, oh yeah, it's up, it's
Yeah.
up. And then the it almost got me. Attack on Titan almost got me, man. When Aaron like obviously got defeated, and it was the little worm. It has a
That
name.
confused me.
The little worm thing is actually like the reason why Titans even exist, because that is what created the very first Titans. So that's what Ymir used to create the very first Titans. So that thing is like the originator of Titans, which is why it was trying to connect to everybody in like that little platform, whatever, because it wanted to create more Titans, which it ended
Mhm.
up doing, because that's why it released that vapor and everybody turned into Titans. And it was really like sad seeing John and Connie like hold each other and be like, well,
Bruh.
this is it. And you saw Reiner like holding them back, and like you saw Jean and Connie and Sasha as Titans, and like you even saw Reiner's mom as a Titan. I was like, yeah, bro, fuck. And Reiner is like, when is this hell gonna end? When is this torment gonna
Yeah.
end? I was like, damn, bro. And then when you finally see Levi and Mikasa fly off and like go handle Aaron, I'm like, hey, it's business. Hey, the animation from this point onwards was so amazing, because you see Levi dodging all the rocks and stuff that's coming off
Yeah.
Aaron, and he shoots that missile, and like just multiple different colors flash on the screen, and it goes and opens up Aaron's mouth, and Mikasa goes in, clean as hell, smooth as hell, slides on the tongue, bro. I'm telling you, I know I got a lot of hate saying Attack on Titan was like worth the wait after it made its way for like a year. But you
Mm.
know what? Yeah, this episode was good, bro. This episode was it, bro. This shit was it. But the one thing that I don't agree with, and it kind of stands to your point, the pacing after the main fight
Yeah.
was what? Like, I feel like if they would have explained it a little better, how everything was matching up and like where I guess we were relative to everything that just fucking happened 5 minutes
Yeah.
ago, I feel like that would have been fine. But we just cut to like Aaron dies, and then we just cut to Armin talking to Aaron for like 5 different set pieces and environments, and then Armin's on a boat getting ready for an interview or something like that.
Yeah.
I was like, what? What? And I get it, but like, it just, they could have paced it better. Not paced it. They could have structured it better, or at least added like a little, oh, I'm remembering Aaron's memories. It kind of just jump cut it into Armin and Aaron talking for like a while. And then you see it zoom out and you see Armin's eye and he's like on the boat and they're all getting dressed and shit like that. So
Yeah.
like, I feel like that could have been explained a little better. As far as me liking the episode, yeah, I love the episode. It sucks to see Attack on Titan go though, because I was watching it like, damn, bro, this is it. Like, this is it. This is it.
Yeah. I
It was
remember when
tough,
I was a freshman in high school when this came out.
bro. It came out 2013, bro.
2013.
10
And we
years.
are now getting the final episode. This is crazy.
10 years, bro. But yeah, honestly, like my thoughts, I'd give it an 8, because the action was amazing. And then the last 30-ish, 40-ish minutes
Mhm.
of where they tried to piece together the story, that's
Mhm.
when I got confused. And that's when I was like, all right, cool. Like I was thinking like, kind of want the action to come back, but it's all settled. So I'll give it an 8. I love the
Okay.
ending. I love the Attack on Titan. It's still in my top 5. Attack on Titan's still in my top
Well,
5. That motherfucker.
yeah, that's good. As long as it didn't give you that Game of Thrones feeling,
Mm-hmm.
because I know when Game of Thrones, and because I'm a big Game of Thrones fan. I don't know if you
Yeah.
watch.
Yeah,
Okay, you
yeah,
okay?
yeah. I already know all
So
the stuff about the last
yeah,
season and the ending and how it literally.
that's the thing. Like, stick the landing, please. Y'all got this. Considered one of the best shows ever.
Mm-hmm.
Attack on Titan, considered one of the greatest anime shows ever.
Yep.
Y'all got to stick the landing.
Stick the landing. That's it. That's all y'all
Make
gotta
it
do.
that home stretch. You
All
almost
y'all gotta
there.
do. And it's so hard, because I feel like people discredit Attack on Titan and like the legacy that it had for its
Oh yeah,
run
yeah,
in anime, because they're like, oh well, the final season killed all hype, bro. But it was still hype at the end of the day. Like,
yeah.
yes, you can't really judge the anime for that. It's not the anime's fault. It's the animation studio's fault. Mappa, I don't think people really realize how busy Mappa was during that time period, but
Mhm.
I think Chainsaw Man was fresh on the market.
Oh,
Chainsaw
yeah.
Man was dropping. They were picking up new projects. So it's not like they could drop everything that they had and work on Attack on Titan because they had deadlines for other stuff too. So it's kind of why I'm like, I'm okay that we had to wait like a year. Yeah, my hype kind of went down a little bit. Like I
Yeah.
said, I think 2 episodes ago. Like, yeah, I'm hyped for it, but when it drops, bro. And exactly what happened. Like it dropped, and I was like, oh, cool. But yeah, as far as like Attack on Titan's impact on anime, amazing, amazing,
Yeah,
amazing.
I would definitely say, and we had this conversation before, like, what's an anime that you would recommend to a person that never seen anime?
Attack on Titan's
Like,
definitely in there.
Attack on Titan is I would definitely give you that.
Cause like,
Um,
bro, like first episode, like very
yeah,
first episode, there's something going on, and you get
yep,
hooked. You're like, what is that? What
yep,
city is this? Like, are they gonna fight the Titans? Is the military police gonna like smarten up and actually try to fight back? Like, there's
yep.
so many questions that get posed to you in the first question. And over a course of 10 years, they all and it's I think another thing I need to talk about at the ending. You remember that kid that was walking around with his dog and he walked into that tree?
Yeah, is that important or what?
I think that's the very first tree that Ymir walked into. So I'm thinking that the Titan cycle is gonna
Oh,
get reset.
oh. I don't
Yeah,
know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
it's a bad thing. But it's weird that like even then, even now, like everything is handled and stuff like that. Mikasa was still saying that there's war going on. Like there's still war. People are still, beefing over countries and shit like that. Like, yes, Aaron's idea of freedom was like freeing Paradise Island from like retribution and stuff like that. But there's still wars going on. Like even with 20% of humanity, there's still like,
Oh, yeah, that's just
fuck y'all
reality.
niggas.
Like,
And it's crazy. It's just the reality of it. Like they thought that everything would line up and they'd be free, but like they're technically still beefing. They're just
yeah,
not
like a
in the beef anymore.
right, like a country, like you said, we gonna have war. It's gonna happen
Yep.
with other countries going against each other with certain resources. It doesn't even have to be about Titan shit. It can be about a
Yeah.
completely different
Because
thing.
Titans is gone now. So what's the reason for
Yeah,
the beef? Like
yeah.
what do
So
we
it's
not
a
agree on?
yeah. So like I said, with the resource, like one country could have resources, the other couldn't have. So that could be another thing.
Mhm.
So who knows? But
Who knows?
yeah,
Who knows? But
yeah.
that's all I got. I don't want to say all my thoughts here. So, yeah, that's all I got. That's all I got.
Hey, but no, shout out to Mappa for finally concluding this show. We've been waiting far longer than we needed to,
Mm-hmm.
and it is time to put it to rest.
Sad,
Um,
sad,
I wish I could say that to some certain shows, but
bro. Yeah,
yeah, I'm gonna just leave it there.
sticking the landing is so important because you don't want to ruin. I mean, there was controversy around Attack on Titan's ending for the longest time, so everyone kind of came into the final episode knowing what would happen.
Oh
But
yeah, we knew.
still, like, yeah, we knew. I really wanted to say there was a possibility of an anime only ending, and that's why they were taking so long. That's why in
Mm,
my mind I justified like waiting so long because I was like, man, they gotta craft a whole ending from scratch. But
yeah,
just the history of anime only endings, I don't know.
yeah,
It had the potential to be worse. So I'm glad
way
I'm
worse.
glad they just I'm glad they just stuck with what happened and took the route of cleaning up things that were complaints earlier, instead of just trying to redesign a whole new ending and possibly have it being like worse than the manga ending. So
Hmm.
I don't know, but that's all my thoughts on it,
Hey, that's all I got.
man. All right, well, this has been episode 35 of the Actual Anime Podcast. Y'all can find us on Google Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and all that. We worldwide, we global, man. Yeah, we'll see y'all in 2 weeks. Deuces.